The LA Kings, come on, admit it. A lot of you getting on the bandwagon like you did last year. You didn't get on earlier because you didn't think this season was going to work out. All right, the Kings play game 2 against the Sharks tonight. There they are. Last year, they brought the trophy home, the Stanley Cup trophy home, against all odds. And this year, against maybe longer odds, because the season wasn't going that well, they are in the thick of it again. And joining us right now to talk about it is Jim Fox. Jim has been around the Kings since he was 3 years old.
There you go.
You know no life without the Kings, right?
1980, I joined the Kings, and every day since, I've been a King. So
you have been a
King,
one of the star players, a forward for 9-10 years, and you've been a broadcaster with the legendary Bob Miller ever since then. So it's how many years? 20?
32 years with the Kings, 23 with Bob, and like I say every night, I have the best seat in the house because I get to sit beside Bob and listen to the game and watch it too at the same time.
I'm a little disappointed. What did you do to your hair?
My wife's best friend is going through chemo. So,
so there's a real reason for this.
Yeah, she's a real good friend of ours, and her husband and a couple of other friends got together.
That's
and,
That's really cool.
Well, especially for you.
Well, it's about her, and she was struggling with her hair, but now we're.
The reason I say that brings more attention from you is that you should know Jim is known for his hair. There's even a Twitter site
Dedicated to your hair.
Well,
it's called.
Usually, this number 56 usually gets out of place.
Yeah.
But now when it's short like this, I can really control it a lot better.
There's actually a Jim Fox's hair. It's called. there is that. As a matter of fact, let's take a look up here if we can.
Do we have it?
People used to think that long after the helmet era, you were wearing a helmet.
That's helmet hair right there.
You have a
There's
real
ever
healthy,
helmet hair.
Real healthy hairline. You really do.
Felix, Robin Felix, who does my hair, he says I don't have thick hair. I have a whole bunch of thin ones.
Yeah.
But it's so wonderful
well.
that you are doing this for a friend. That's a marvelous thing to do.
She's going in today, actually, this morning for her fifth of 6 treatments. So hopefully in a couple months, everything will be okay.
I jumped in with insensitivity, but I'm so happy you brought that up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, speaking of sensitivity, when the Kings won last year, and again, it was a surprise. All right, it was a big surprise. How much did it mean to this guy who has spent his life with the Kings? I don't want to embarrass you, but I do here. Just watch this moment right here.
Kind of a funny thought came into my mind upstairs when the cup was going around, and I don't know if it's a selfish thought or not, but I'm going to say it anyway. I just said to myself, you know what? Next time I go to a school visit, and I've visited a lot of schools, and the kids ask me, how many times the Kings have won the Stanley Cup? I can now say one. And I never was able to do that before.
That is not a superficial reaction, is it? Yeah.
It's, you think of so many people. You think of my dad who'd passed away, my mother-in-law passed away, all the people that had been around for so many years. When we had the parade, that was the day of the parade. I can remember making the turn to go down Figueroa, and you see kids, you see grandparents, you see everyone, and that's what it's about. You go to schools and you talk, and career days, and everyone. The kids always say, sooner or later they come back and say, how many times did the Kings win the Stanley Cup? We haven't.
Well, came close. Gretzky, remember that year?
Exactly.
Almost. Yeah.
But now I can say one.
Close is different.
And maybe more.
Again?
Well, again, I tell you what, I mean, this is a funny town with sports. The LA Kings is not, hockey fans are the most passionate fans on earth. But the city of LA, unless you're the Lakers or whatever, they don't pay much attention unless you win. Last year, the team really wasn't winning, and then suddenly it was winning, and then it won everything. This year, the team wasn't necessarily winning, and then suddenly started winning, and now you're deep into it. Tell us.
It's completely different this year. Because last year, 8th seed, the first 8th seed ever to win the Stanley Cup. We were up 3-0 in all 4 series. First time that's ever been done. So last year, you're kind of going in, you felt you had a good team, but you don't know. This year, you go in, you're on the top, and everyone's trying to knock you down. And it really is different.
Nothing to lose.
Now they're by the first round. Of course, tonight is game 2 against San Jose. If things would have went the other way, it would have been Kings Anaheim, which a lot of people were looking forward to, but it's still California, and it's come a long way, and it's certainly, I think in LA, for hockey, you have to get by the first round before you gain attention. And now we're by the first round. It happened last year. And of course, with last year, I think everyone now is saying, okay, you got a chance.
A lot of Kings fans last year said, oh, now you're getting on board. Did you feel that way at all?
I didn't feel that way at all. I was working for years and years and years to get people to come on board, and whenever they want to come on board. But you're right, Steve. The Kings fans, hockey fans, get into a building, go to a game, feel it, because it is a completely different feeling than any other sport you're going to be.
Most passionate fans, no question. I want to wish the Kings good luck. But mainly, I want to wish your friend good luck.
Yes.
Okay?
Thank you.
It's a marvelous
Really
thing.
cool that you did.
What a good guy, Jim.
Thank you. My
you.
pleasure.